horizontal alignment design. Horizontal alignment design. Firstly, we'll study some terms. What's the role? What's the root? What's the alignment? What's the horizontal alignment? What's the vertical alignment? Cross crash. Road. Road is three-dimensional engineering structure, including roadbed, pavement, bridge, and culverts, tunnels, and other facilities. Such as traffic signs, traffic marks.
Which point? Last time we spoke.
Road. What's road?
Oh, I think no, the general concept of which chapter?
A general concept is this 10. Or the route. Route is spatial location of road center line. Spatial location. Spatial location of road center line. Or the alignment. Alignment is stereo shape of road center line. Stereo shape. Or the horizontal alignment is horizontal projection of road center line. Or the vertical alignment is the section which is cut vertically along the middle line, or the center line, and then unfolded. Or the cross section. Cross section is lower vertical section of any point on the center line. Any point on the center. This chapter is divided. Chapter 2 is divided in 6 sections. Section 1, introduction. Section 2, straight tangent line. Section 3, circular curve. Section 4, transition curve. Section 5, horizontal alignment design. Section 6, deliverables of road graphic design. Part 1, horizontal alignment. This is a picture of horizontal alignment. This is center line of road. Center line of road. The horizontal projection. Horizontal projection. there are three relationships between rotary wheels and vehicle track.
It is way.
The characteristics of vehicle track. Well, the angle is 0. Is a straight line. The angle is constant. Is circular curve. The angle is variables. It's transition curve. What rotator wheels? Rotator wheels. Rotary wheels. When you drive, you must use your hand to rotate the rotator wheels. So when you drive on the straight line, the rotator wheels is the angle is 0. You can keep the direction and
Controller.
不用动，是吧？静止的。When you drive on the cycle curve, you must rotate with rotate the rotator wheels with constant angle. Turn left, turn right. When you on the cycle curve. If on the transition curve, you must rotate the rotator wheels slowly and 不断的变化 changeable.
Last question. The knowing all these things of the car, those information and those that will help us in drawing, in putting alignments in the road.
Alignment in the road?
Yeah, if we know all those, if we know everything about the car. So how it will help us in drawing?
How?
How those information will help us. How can we apply it? What is the importance of learning this?
Learning this. I cannot understand the question.
Yes, as we know the answer and everything. So how it will help me to show the way, the road.
The route.
Yeah.
Route.
Yeah.
Route. Not the road. Route. Okay. You can see the road. If because your eyes can see and your brain can understand the route. For example, this is straight line. This is circular curve. And between the circular curve and the straight line, there is a transition curve. This circular curve. This is straight line. between the circular curve and the transition curve, there is the circular curve and straight line, there is a transition curve. Transition curve. This is the road route or road alignment. Road alignment is composed of
Direction.
circular curve, straight line, and transition curve.
Okay. Oh. So if you ask.
You must change the angle on the transition curve. You keep
Constant in the
at zero angle on the straight line. You must keep a constant angle on the circular curve. The hill. Okay. This is the driving characteristics. Driving characteristics. Part 2. Where vehicle check and horizontal alignment. The characteristics of vehicle check is have three. Vehicle check has three characteristics. First, the check is continuous and no turning point or dislocation dislocation on it. It's continuous. The check. The check. What's check? Okay. This is the wheel. On the track of wheel on the road. If the snow, if that snow on the road, when you drive on the road, the wheel will leave track on the snow.
Those marks.
So the second coverage of the track is continuous. What's coverage? Coverage. If the radius of circular curve is r, the radius circular curve, the radius is r. What the corresponding coverage is r is radius.
Radius.
One divided by r is coverage. changing rate of the track is continuous. This is three. These are three characteristics of vehicle track.
Oh, I see. Chart. I was looking at the definition of chart. Chart is continuous. Okay, so chart is the
Coverage changing rate of the track is continuous. So it's difficult to understand this characteristic. But the first and the second we can understand. We can understand. But the third characteristics is difficult to understand. Okay. This alignment is non-smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth. Not smooth.
so this is the
Not smooth. Not smooth. This is a line, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Not smooth.
Not
Not smooth. Not smooth. It's wrong. This is alignment of non-continuous coverage. Non-continuous coverage. If there is no transition curve between the straight line and the circular curve, the alignment is non-continuous coverage, because the coverage of straight line is how many?
coverage of straight line.
The coverage of straight line is
Straight is
the coverage of straight line is zero.
zero.
Zero. The circular curve, the coverage of circular curve is 1 divided R.
Yeah.
So if no transition curve between circular curve and straight line, the alignment, the whole alignment is not continuous, is non-continuous coverage. Is non-continuous coverage. So the transition curve is necessary. This is straight line. This is cover. This is circular curve. This is straight line. This is circular curve. This is straight line. So this is the corresponding coverage of every element. Every element. Coverage.
Okay.
Straight line is zero. Okay.
The curvature of transition curve is how many?
It's changeable. Variable.
Is variable.
Variable. Transition curve. The coverage of transition curve is change from 0 to 1 plus
1
R.
divided R. Radius.
Is it variable?
Okay.
Variable. The coverage is not continuous. Not continuous because at this point there are two coverage, 0 and 1 plus R. This point, this point, this point, this point. Okay. So if there is transition curve between straight line and circular curve, the coverage is continuous. So the transition curve, the coverage of transition curve change from 0 to 1 plus R1. This is cyclical. This is cyclical. So this is transition curve. So between two circular curves, transition curve is necessary. There is a transition curve between one circular curve and the other circular curve. The two circular curve has different radius, R2, R3. R2 is not equal to R3.
Actually, yes, because here, I'm not really understand the transition curve and the circular curve. They are different. Here, in the previous problem, in the previous image, we show it. Can I come to
This.
because here.
This is circular curve.
Circular curve.
Transition curve. Straight line. Transition curve. Circular curve. Transition line. Transition curve. Circular curve. Transition curve.
Straight line.
Actually, how can we know the transition?
It's difficult to understand because this is one. This is a circular curve. This is a circular curve. The radius is different. It's different. One is R2. One is R1 plus R2. The other circular curve is 1 plus 1 divided by R3. So these two is not is different. So R2
line is different. And
so okay. So it's the coverage, if no circular curve, if no transition curve between the two circular curve, the coverage is not continuous. Not continuous. So this transition curve, the coverage of this transition curve change from 1 divided by R2 and 1 divided by R3. This section. Transition curve. This is R2 circular curve. This is R3 circular curve. Okay.
Now, the image before this. The image, the first image before this image.
Oh. Before this.
Yeah. Now here.
So no transition curve. No transition curve. So this is
Straight line.
this is not continuous because on this point, there are two coverage. One is 0, the other is
Non-continuous.
the other is.
It's not
So actually, I can write it on the blackboard. In fact, it's this is straight line. This is circular curve. This is straight line. This is circular curve. This is circular curve. So it's not continuous. It's not continuous. There is 突然的变化，突然的一个急剧的变化。There are two coverage on this point. On this point. Tangent point. On the tangent point. Tangent point. Tangent.
Transition point.
On the tangent point. There are two coverage. It's not continuous. Not continuous. So, understand?
Do you have a main book for this? He sent to Thomas the main book. PPT. Only PPT. No book like a big book. So we can figure out if you don't understand.
So, there are three elements of horizontal alignment. One is tangent or straight line. Tangent is straight line. Tangent is straight line. Circular curve and transition curve. Transition curve can be located between straight line and circular curve, or between the two circular curves with the same direction. Same direction. What same direction? If
Okay.
this is the same direction,
Yeah.
One second curve, the other second curve. This is the same direction. Between the two, there is a transition curve. This is different direction. Turn left, turn right, turn left. This is turn right, turn right, turn left. Understand?
Yeah. So actually, between the two different directions, there is no transition curve.
It's same direction.
If
With same direction,
yeah.
there is transition.
But if there is no
But if okay, with different direction, the second curve, with different direction, we'll use two transition to collect them. For example.
okay. Sure.
This is second curve 1. R1. This is second curve R2. So we can collect them with two transition curve and one straight line. Yes. This is the first transition curve. This is the second transition curve.
And one straight line.
Transition curve. Transition curve of
T1,
T2.
and straight line.
This is straight line, S. Straight line.
SQ.
So,
I understand.
understand?
Mm.
But between the same, with the two second curve with the same direction, the same tangent direction,
Only one transition.
R2. One transition. Okay. Have a rest. Okay. And straight, tangent or straight line. Section 2. Tangent or straight line. Part 1. Characteristics of tangent. Tangent has many advantages, such as shortest between 2 points. Shortest. It's of aesthetic effect, short and direct. Easy vehicle maneuvers due to stable operation force because the fuel angle is 0. the angle is zero. Easy maneuvers. Easy to measure distance and location, direction. Located direction. Because 2 points can determine one tangent. 2 points can. Start point and end point can determine the tangent or the straight line. The disadvantage of tangent one is difficult to adapt to the terrain in some undulated districts. What's terrain? Terrain. The mountain, the plain, and the other conditions of
Spiral.
the
Spiral.
yes,
Spiral line.
the ground, the surface of the ground. Terrain is the surface of the ground. Drivers feel tired and impatient and are liable to speeding with long distance. Speeding beyond the speed limit. The actual or the driving speed may beyond great than speed limit. The speed limit. So it's not safe. It's not safe. Now this picture. Cap. This tangent. This is tangent.
Also, this is tangent.
This is tangent. On the plane.
So like a straight line is tangent. Then a
Straight line is equal to tangent. Tangent is called straight line. Straight line is called tangent.
Okay. Then a curve is it a curvature or
直线，我们中文叫直线，直的，直线。Tangent is straight line.
Yes.
Straight line is tangent.
and a curve is it a curvature? A curve.
This is curve.
Yes.
Circular curve and transition curve.
Transition curve.
This terrain is mountain.
A mountain.
Mountain. This terrain is plain. Plain.
Yeah.
Plain. The maximum and the minimum lengths of tangent. The maximum length of Japan and Germany. Uh, 20 times of V. V is design speed. The design speed of road. The unit is kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour. In Spain, the maximum length of tangent is 90 seconds length. If the car drive, if the vehicle drive on the design speed, if the design speed is also in spring, the maximum length is how to compute the length. Second, 90 seconds.
Okay.
Second,
How to convert in second?
one hour is 3,600 seconds. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So the length max is
90 times.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is time.
Mm-hmm.
Second,
Yeah.
this is velocity or speed.
Yeah.
So
Time times.
use time multiply
Mm-hmm.
Velocity.
velocity.
Nice.
Maximum length of tangent.
Maximum.
We can get the length. We can get the length or distance.
Maximum.
So
2,500.
True.
okay.
Mm. 24, you divide by 4, 24. 35.
Yes.
Yes.
So now
Yes. Yes. Yes.
10,000
Yes.
divided by
4.
4. 2,500 meter. So this is when the design speed is 100 kilometers per hour. If in Japan or in Germany, the maximum length is of tangent is how much? How many? Is what? The velocity 20 times of the velocity. So it's 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters. In Japan or and Germany, it's 2,000. 2,000. In France, replace long straight line with circular cut off. The radius greater than 5,000 meters. In Russia and America, no limit. no limit, no maximum length in Russia and America. Maximum lengths of tangents are not specified in China. Usually use 20 times the velocity, 20 times velocity, 20 times velocity, or 20 multiply velocity. So in China, the regulation is the same as Japan and Germany. China. Near city or scenic spot, length greater than 20 times velocity is acceptable. In dark place, length better be less than 20 times velocity. Special treatment under special geographical conditions. Avoid the pursuit of long straight line at any conditions. This is on the desert. Desert, 沙漠. How to spell desert?
There's a wilderness.
Desert or
Desert.
desert. On desert. The straight line is usually or the tangent is the long tangent or the long straight line is usually used. It is used usually.
Straight.
This is from the hills. Hills. Not mountain.
Yeah.
Hills.
Yes.
The straight line is usually used. But this very long,
China.
even up to 5, up to several, 50 kilometers is 都是正常的啊 is normal. 50 kilometers straight line. The minimum length of tangent between direction caps. What's CO direction caps? With it mean with the same direction. 10 left or 10 right. With same direction. 2 second counts in direction are radially collected or by straight lines or transition counts. The minimum length is the tangent or minimum length between adjacent caps in direction. 6 plus V, or 6 times of the velocity. The unit is kilometers per hour. What is difficult to achieve in field project under limit conditions. Larger radius cap, compound cap, oral cap, C-shaped cap. If this this minimum length is not the length of straight line between adjacent caps in current direction is less than is very small. It's very small. We can use larger radius cap to replace two adjacent caps. Use a larger radius cap to replace two. One. If the length of the adjacent cap is very small, the straight line, the length is very small, we can it's not safe. It's not safe if the length is very small. It's not safe. So we can use a larger one larger cap to replace the two. This is one method. And the other method use compound cap. What's compound cap? The next class will will study. What's compound cap? Over cap and C-shaped cap. We'll study after in the next class. Let's see. One circular cap, the other circular cap with the same direction. This is the straight line or tangent. Is greater than or equal to 6 times of velocity. The unit is V. The unit of V is kilometers per hour. But the result, the unit of result is meter. Is meter. Is meter. Not kilometer. Is meter. The unit of result is meter. This is broken back cap. There is a very small tangent or straight line between the circular caps. So it's not safe. It's not safe. We can use a single cap to replace the two circular caps. Two circular between reverse caps. reverse curves. What's reverse curves? The two curves with different direction. One turn left and the other turn right, or one turn right and the other turn left. So the two circular curves in reverse direction are radially collected or by tangent or transition curves. Transition curves. That was by tangent or transition curves. Do you understand? Can you understand? Between reverse curves should be great or equal to
Or
2 times of V. 2 times of V. The directional curves is 6 times of V. When there are transition curves at both ends of curves, curves can be collected directly to form a S-shaped curve. What's S-shaped curve? Okay, right. Draw the S-shaped curve. The S-shaped curve. One circular, the other circular, the one circular, one circular, the other circular, R1, R2, transition curve, transition curve T, T1, T2. No straight line or no tangent between transition curve 1 and transition curve 2. No straight line. Or the length of straight line is 0. No straight line. Transition curve 1 is collected to transition curve 2 directly. Between them, no straight line. This is S-shaped. S-shaped curve. S-shaped curve. S-shaped curve. The so beautiful alignment. S-shaped curve. S-shaped curve. S-shaped curve. Principle applications of straight lines of straight line. Principles: use curve or tangents flexibly and wisely. Appropriate road sections. 1. Flat regions not limited by carving or ground feathers, and in broad river valleys. 2. Towns and suburban rows. Three. Large bridges, tunnels, and other construction sections. 4. Intersections and nearby. 5. Sections provided for operating in two-lane highways. I can give you PDF. You get? Do you have you got my PDF? No, I can give you. I
Yes.
can give you one. The PDF version, not the PPT version.
Yeah. PDF.
I can give you PDF version.
Yes.
Okay.
Which?
I can give you.
Okay.
Concerns. The determination of length should be cautious. Cautious. Determination of length should be cautious. Grade of long tangent section should not be too large. 3. When terrain is too spacious, vegetation should be planted in order to improve the terrain. What's vegetation? What's vegetation? Grass, trees, and so
Nature.
vegetation. 4. Signs should be set on horizontal curves at the end of long tangent. Tangents. This is wrong. Non-tangent. Not tangents. Tangent of non-tangents. Tangent. This is wrong. This word spell is wrong. Tangents. Not straight, long straight line. Long straight line. The above contains is about straight line or tangent. The next lesson will study circular curve. Section 3. Vehicles lateral stability and circular curve radius. Lateral stability. There are some following characteristics of circular curves. 1. The radius. R is radius. The radius of circular curve of any point is constant. 2. Circular curve curves constantly change directions. So so that it is more adaptive to terrain. 3. Vehicles lead more wide when driving on cabs. Because we have a lens. Vehicle have a lens. Vehicle has a lens. Some trucks have a long lens, very long lens. So vehicles need more wide when driving on cabs. 4. Vehicles are subjected to centrifugal force. Centrifugal force. What's centrifugal force? When you turn left, you can feel the the right force, right direction force. Yes. 5. Visual range conditions are compromised. This when vehicles are driving on such a cab, this is normal vehicle, such as the car or light truck. This is heavy truck with two tacks. Riding stability of vehicles. Riding stability of vehicles is the ability of keeping normal driving condition and direction under the effect of external factors in order to avoid sleep and obtain or sleep. What sleep? When drive, this sleep.
Yes.
Sleep. Also overturn. It's overturn. When turn left or turn right. This is sleep. This is overturn. Unstable phenomenon of vehicle driving. On green, overturn, sleep, down. On cross section, overturn and sleep. Sleep at green. Sleep at green. This is a schematic diagram of vehicles upgrade at a constant speed. So the G is gravity. Z is support force. And X1, X2. G1, G2 is support force. X1, X2 is 摩擦力。
resistance.
摩擦。How to spell?
Friction. Like resistance.
Friction.
Friction.
This is whip.
Yeah, friction.
Friction force. Three kind of force. One is gravity. One is support force. Another is friction force. So we can我们跳过这个，可以看一看，仔细看，好不好？对when you at home, you can study by yourself. This formula. Okay. You can understand.
The formula.
You can understand. This is very simple. Physics, mechanics,
Okay.
problem. Okay. The emphasis is sleep and obtain. The stability includes sleep and obtain. What's the deceive condition we can get. Have a rest. Okay. Have a rest. Side force divided by gravity. This is expression of mu. V is velocity, R is radius, IH is cross-section slope, or cross slope. Not grade, it's slope. Cross slope. The alternating moment of outside wheels to the contacting point should be less than the stabilizing moment. Hg is the height of gravity center. Gravity center. Height of gravity center. B is the width between the left wheel and the right wheel. We can at last we can get formula. This formula. The lateral force should be no more than the lateral adhesive force between tires and helmet. So, X is side force, Y is vertical force, Cosine is natural adhesion factor. Cosine is lateral adhesion factor between wheel and helmet. This formula is very important. This formula is very important to determine radius, or determine IH. Cosine H is low. Cosine H is low. There are we can, if R is long, V is long, we can get IH. If IH is long, V is low, we can get R. If R is long, IH is long, we can get a V. So this expression is very important to calculate the cyclical index. This expression is the conditions of lateral overhang. Conditions. This expression is conditions of lateral overhang. It's important. This expression is the conditions of lateral slip. natural sleep. Which is decisive? The two of the two, which is decisive? The conditions of natural sleep is decisive. Because this condition, this expression is more strict, is stricter than this expression or this condition. Just to say, when before one vehicle obtains, it already happen natural sleep. Understand? When a vehicle, before one vehicle overtake, it already happened natural sleep. Then okay. So if one vehicle meets the natural sleep condition, it may not obtain. So the final stability condition is which expression? Which this or this?
Another one.
This condition, natural sleep, is final stability condition. It's decisive condition. Side force factor is SFF is side force factor. Mu. The letter is mu. Side force factor is related to safety, stability, passenger fare, and operation economy. New and safety. When mu is less than or equal to cosine h. Cosine h is side of a natural friction factor. Lateral friction factor, or a lateral adhesive, adhesive, not adhesive. So this word is wrong. Adhesive. driver payment, the cosine edge is 0.4 to 0.8. On wet pavement, the cosine edge or natural adhesive factor is 0.25 to 0.4. On iced pavement, the natural adhesive factor is 0.2. Mu, the relationship between mu and stability, just now is the relationship of mu and safety. We can study the textbook. On the on the 35, on page 35 and 36, page 36. The relationship between mu and the operation economy. If the mu or the side force factor is very big or very large, the fuel consumption will increase, and the tire wheel will increase. The relationship between mu and the driver's comfort. When mu is less than 0.50, stable, the passengers, the drivers and the passengers will feel stable, low feel of cab. When mu is equal to 0.2 or 20, the driver will feel a little unstable. When mu is equal to 0.35, the drivers feel unstable. When mu is greater than or equal to 0.40, drivers will feel very unstable, and overtensions feel unsafe. So it's too large. We can, according to the above analysis, we can get the following conclusion. And conclusion. The maximum value of mu is between 0.10 to 0.60. Field, the drive field, one mu is between this range. The drivers will feel stable and no fuel cap. It's safe and comfort. Safe and comfort. Lower mu at high speed and high mu at low speed. This is the principle to determine mu. This is the principle. If the design speed is high, we can use 0.10. Near 0.10. If the design speed is low, we use high mu. We use the value near 0.60. This is the principle to determine mu according to the design speed. According to the design speed. IH max is IH is super elevation. What's IH? IH is super elevation. I'll draw a figure to express IH. On straight line, on the section of on the road section of straight line, the cross slope this is on straight line, the cross slope, the left cross section and the right cross section. Why the slope exists for some reason, to if raining,
So that
the water, the rain must be flow to the roadside. So the cross slope must have yes. The slope is 1% from 1% to 2.5%. To guarantee the water the rain to flow to the left road side and right road side. Right road side. This is drainage. Drainage. This is drainage. Drainage. This is on straight line or on tangent. On circular curve, the slope will change to this style. Why? Because the vehicle must overcome the centrifugal force. So this slope will supply the force, supply the acceleration. Do you understand this formula? F is centrifugal force. V is velocity.
Velocity.
On circular curve. Circular curve. The radius, center of circular curve is on this side, not this side. On this side. The center of circular curve is on the right side. On the right side, not this side. So the IH. This is IH. This is I. IH is less than or equal to sine W. Sine W is friction coefficient of pavement of harsh season in 1 year. For freeway and class 1 highway, 8% normal or 10% on the condition of high passenger of light vehicle. Class 2, Class 3, and Class 4 highways, the IH, the maximum value, maximum of IH is 8%. On frost region, the frost with ice, the maximum of IH is 6%. 6%. According to the above conclusion, we can get the minimum radius of circular paths of highway. This is the limited value. The every cotton is different of speed, different speed. This is general value. This is minimum R without shoe elevation. With shoe elevation. Do you understand this table? You understand this table? FSC. The SFC or the SFC side force coefficient or SFF C or coefficient or factor. SFC is equal to SFF. Side force factor or side force coefficient. Mu is mu. When the design speed is 120 kilometers per hour, and mu is equal to 0.10. When the design speed is 30 kilometers per hour, the mu is 0.16. So we can get the radius value. According to design speed, mu and IH. Mu, IH. So we can get mu, IH is low, is wrong. So we can get R. You can see the calculate the R with this formula. IH mu it's low, so we can get R. Now this is super elevation, single slope, normal slope. We have I had drawn
This figure.
this picture on the blackboard. Okay. On that normal ground, this way and this way, both have the same cross slope on two way. This is on single way, single slope, IH. This is on straight line. This is on circular line, circular path. minima are without super elevation. Why is the radius is larger than these values, than the limited value and the general value. Understand?
Yes.
It will be difference speed.
Eh?
Difference speed.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's big. If the radius is bigger or larger than this value, then the edge is not necessary. Is not necessary. You can keep the two-way cross slope. The driving is safe and comfortable. Even if the edge is not existing. So you can, if the radius is greater than this value, you can keep the cross slope two-way. No change, no changeable. The same as on straight line. The same as on straight line. No change is necessary. The radius is, should be larger than than limited value. Must be larger than the limited value. This is the minimum radius. Minimum radius. Chrome is cross slope. Chrome is cross slope with I. Chrome is cross slope. Chrome. In design specification for highway alignment, IH is equal to 8%. Mu is changeable from 0.1 to 0.16. Only apply at a constrained condition. IH is equal to from 6 to 8%. Mu is 0.05 to 0.06. Recommended values is recommended values at normal condition. This value is only applied at constrained condition.
Low shift. Today's enough.
那什么？要
Today
放学了到时间了是吧？我把这一点点讲完好吧？还有一点点 ，OK。This is recommended values at normal condition. less than this constraint condition value. It's less. Safer and more comfortable. And more comfortable. Driver feel comfortable. And the disaster. If use these recommended values, driver feel comfortable and design speed. Construction workload is not increased heavily and complicated terrain. R shall be large enough so that the driver feel no difference in cab and in engine line. Feel no difference in cab and in engine line. If chrome is less than cross slope is less than 2%. Mu is equal to 0.035. IH is equal to negative 1.5%. If crown is greater than 2%, mu is 0.04. IH is equal to negative. Is it negative?
Yeah.
Is right? Negative?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Negative 2.5%. So we draw the conclusion. This part is calculated according to this condition. And constrained condition. This part is equal to this part is get according to normal condition. And this part is minimum R without superqualification is according to this condition. Condition is mu and IH is different. Mu is different and IH is different. So the first this condition is corresponding to what? Limited value. This condition is corresponding to what? General radius value. This condition is corresponding to what? Minimum R without shoe elevation. Minimum radius without a shoe elevation. Okay. Thank you. That's all.